Oh, alright folks, let's talk about a Hollywood legend. A true original. I'm talking about Nicolas Cage. But seriously, who is Nicolas Cage? Is he the heartbroken guy drinking himself away in? Or maybe he's the action hero with the wind in his hair escaping Alcatraz in? Or is he the dude swapping faces with John Travolta in? Wow, that was a wild one. He's been so many different people, it's hard to keep track. It's like a cinematic whirlwind every time he's on screen, you just don't know what to expect, which is part of the fun, right? Think about it. 1 minute he's searching for treasure with the Declaration of Independence. The next, he's a ghost rider with his head on fire. Seriously, his head is on fire. How cool is that? He's played romantic leads, tormented souls, and characters so bizarre they defy description. He can be hilarious, making us laugh until our sides hurt. Then he can flip a switch and be terrifying, sending shivers down our spines. This man contains multitudes, as they say. He's a chameleon, always transforming, always surprising us. It's a real testament to his incredible range as an actor. He's the hero you cheer for, even when he's a little unhinged. He's the villain you secretly kind of root for because he's just so captivating. He's the funny guy who delivers lines with such a unique timing, you can't help but crack up. And then there are the strange roles, the ones where you go, wait, what? But you keep watching. You always keep watching. He has this magnetic quality, this undeniable screen presence that pulls you in, no matter the character or the perceived quality of the film itself. He commits, and that commitment is fascinating. So the big question remains, who is the real Nicolas Cage? Is he the sum of all these incredible, sometimes outlandish parts? Or is there something more? Something deeper that drives this incredible talent? We're going to try and figure it out, people. We're diving deep into the world of Cage. We'll look at his journey, his choices, his highs, his lows. So buckle up, because this is going to be an amazing and probably pretty wild ride. Get ready to explore the phenomenon that is Nicolas Cage. And now let's get into his backstory, because it's pretty fascinating stuff. You might not know this, but Nicolas Cage was born Nicolas Kim Coppola. Yeah, that Coppola family. We're talking Hollywood royalty here. His uncle is the legendary director Francis Ford Coppola. You know, come on. And his cousin is the amazing director Sofia Coppola, who made talk about a talented family tree. Imagine those Thanksgiving dinners. The creative energy must have been off the charts. It's a lineage that carries immense weight in the film industry. But here's the thing. Nick, from a young age, wanted to make his own way. He didn't want to just be Coppola's nephew. He had his own dreams, his own fire. He wanted to be recognized for his own talent, not just his family name. Can you imagine the pressure? But also, can you imagine the drive it takes to step out from such a big shadow? That takes guts, real guts. He was determined to prove himself on his own terms, to build a career based on his individual merit and unique artistic vision, which is incredibly admirable. So what did he do? He changed his name. He went from Nicolas Coppola to Nicolas Cage. Why Cage, you ask? Well, it's a cool story. He was a big fan of the Marvel comic book character Luke Cage, a superhero for hire, and he also admired the avant-garde composer John Cage. So he combined those inspirations. How cool is that? It's like creating your own superhero alter ego for the acting world. This choice was a significant statement about his identity and artistic influences, blending pop culture with high art. This wasn't just a whim, folks. This name change was a declaration of independence. It was him saying, I'm my own man. I'm going to do this my way. It showed his determination to forge his own path, to build his legend brick by brick, based on his own choices and his own unique style. And boy, did he ever. This early decision set the tone for a career defined by bold, often unconventional choices. He was signaling to the world that he was not going to play by the expected rules. Alright, so with his new name, Nicolas Cage set out to conquer Hollywood. And it didn't take long for people to start noticing him. His early movies like Such a Classic and the Coen Brothers really put him on the map. He was just hilariously manic as H.I. McDonough. People saw this raw energy, this willingness to go to unexpected places. He wasn't like the other leading men. He had something different, something wild and untamed that was incredibly compelling to watch on screen. Then came the bigger roles, and he just exploded onto the scene. He wasn't afraid to go big. I mean, really, really big. This is where the term cage rage kind of started. You know, those moments where he just unleashes this incredible intensity. Sometimes people called his acting strange. They'd say, wow, that's a choice, or he's so over the top. But that was the magic of it, wasn't it? He was never boring, never ever. He pushed boundaries and challenged audience expectations with every performance. But his fans? Oh, they absolutely loved it. That intensity, that raw emotion, that complete unpredictability, it was electrifying. You couldn't take your eyes off him when he was on screen. He committed 1000% to every single role, no matter how out there or unconventional the character might seem. Whether he was whispering his lines or screaming them, you believed him. This connection with the audience became a hallmark of his career, inspiring a dedicated following that appreciated his fearless approach. This unique acting style became his signature. Some critics, maybe they didn't quite get it. They scratched their heads. They thought it was too much, too theatrical, perhaps even too bizarre for mainstream cinema. But many others saw something special. They saw an actor who was completely alive, totally fearless, and bringing a kind of operatic grandeur to his performances. He wasn't just acting, he was the roles, and he invited the audience to experience them with him through his unfiltered expressiveness. Nicolas Cage reached incredible heights, let me tell you. He won an Academy Award, an Oscar, people, for Best Actor in. He played a man drinking himself to death, and it was one of the most powerful, heartbreaking performances you'll ever see. It was raw, it was real, and it proved to everyone that beyond the wild energy, there was an actor of incredible depth and sensitivity. This critical acclaim solidified his status as a serious dramatic actor, capable of incredible nuance. He was truly at the top of his game. Then came the massive action hero phase. Think, these movies were huge. He was running from explosions, saving the day, looking cool with long hair blowing in the wind. He became a global superstar. But even in these big-budget action flicks, he brought that signature Cage intensity. He wasn't just a generic action hero. He was Nicolas Cage, action hero. And that made all the difference. He infused these roles with his unique quirks and unwavering commitment. His personal life also made headlines, and sometimes it was as wild as his movie roles. He bought castles, a dinosaur skull, yes, a real dinosaur skull, and even a private island. The man has eclectic tastes, to say the least. And get this, he's a massive comic book fan. So much so that he named his son Kal-El. That's Superman's Kryptonian name. How awesome is that? It really shows his deep love for mythology and storytelling in all its forms. These eccentricities only added to his legendary status. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Like many stars, he faced career struggles at times. The media could be tough, focusing on his finances or his more out-there film choices. There were definitely some ups and downs, a real roller coaster. But Cage just kept working. He never stopped. And then something amazing happened. He had this incredible comeback with films like And critics were raving again. He showed everyone that the fire, the talent, it was all still there, burning brighter than ever. So, after all these years, all these movies, what keeps Nicolas Cage going with such passion? I think it's simple. He genuinely loves acting. He absolutely lives and breathes it. You can see it in his eyes in every single role, whether it's a big Hollywood blockbuster or a small independent film. He pours his heart and soul into every character. It's not just a job for him. It's a calling, a means of exploring the human condition in its entirety. This dedication is palpable and truly inspiring. He's also completely fearless. He's not afraid to take risks, to choose roles that other actors might run away from screaming. He embraces the weird, the challenging, the unconventional. That takes incredible courage, especially in an industry that often prefers safe bets. He pushes himself and he pushes us, the audience, to see things differently. This willingness to venture into uncharted territory is what makes him such a compelling artist. He consistently challenges both himself and the conventions of cinema. In a world where so many people try to fit in, Nicolas Cage stands out. He's a true original. He's not trying to be the next Tom Hanks or the next Denzel Washington. He's just Nicolas Cage, and that's more than enough. He's carved his own unique space in Hollywood, a space that no one else could ever fill. His individuality is his superpower, making him an iconoclast in an industry often driven by trends. He reminds us that being different is something to be celebrated. Ultimately, Nicolas Cage is unforgettable. He's an inspiration. He shows us what it means to be truly passionate about your craft, to be brave in your choices, and to march to the beat of your own drum. He's a wild, weird, wonderful legend, and the world of movies is so much more exciting because he's in it. So, here's to Nicolas Cage. May he keep surprising us, entertaining us, and just being his amazing self for many, many more years to come. What a star, folks. What a star.